Hi, this is Ken from the Seobli team. Let's look at how to make a quotation using Seobli Cashier. After logging into your account, you navigate to quotations using the menu bar at the bottom. When you click on it, the left section of the dashboard is where you enter details required to generate the document. This section has a lot of input fields spanning from the top all the way to the bottom when you scroll, all having different functionality features. This is what will allow you to make a new quotation and edit details about it before generating a document that you can then send to clients. The first thing you need to do here is fill in information about who is receiving the quotation. These details include their name, their physical or email address, and their general location. You can then proceed to pick a currency for representing the figures you're about to type. An important part of this section is the green box. The green box contains fields for entering details about the quotation and how you make a single entry. The total field fills up automatically when filling up the unit price. Let's add some information for a single entry to see in action. As you can see, it fills up automatically, and to complete the entry, clicking Add does three things to the layout of our page. First, you notice an entry is made since the fields clear up and the entry is logged above the green box containing the details you just typed. Second, another green box appears above your entry. Third, the subtotal, tax, and total also update to reflect current entries. Green boxes for this section contain things that modify entries and the document that will be generated. Everything else will in some form appear in the generated document. Let's add more entries to see how this small green box works, among other things we could also do. Now that there is more entries, you can see that the subtotal, tax, and total have updated to reflect new values. We can also fill in this field that directly modifies the percentage of total that is required to be paid upfront as a term. The field below it also modifies the terms but for the number of days expected for delivery of the item in quotation. The first feature that will allow us to modify our entries is the red dots in each entry. Clicking on these red dots removes an entry from our entry list. Removing an entry will also directly affect the totals below. This can be done for any entry so long as it's in the entry list. Sometimes you might want to remove or add tax to the entries or make a slight adjustment to the prices. The way to do this is with the smaller green boxes on top. How it works is you type a percentage, just the number without a sign. After doing that, you can then proceed to click Apply. Doing this will cause all unit prices to increase by the percentage you just typed, and as a result, the total for each entry and the grand total will also be recalculated. If you wish to remove a percentage of the unit price, it is as simple as adding a negative sign to the value of the percentage. Doing this will recalculate every value in the exact same way. It's important to note that adjusting prices will round them off to the nearest whole number, so undoing an operation you just did might bring up a slightly different value. When you're done, click Generate, and the system will generate and download a well-formatted PDF which you can find at your default download location, ready to be shared or printed.